Welcome back. Berge Zobian, Gallery Z Director, in our new location, June 2021 now. Back about 6-7 years ago, we established, when we were on Federal Hill, Gallery Z, we established a location at the Butcher Block Mill called Studio Z. I just want to share with you, besides the artwork, the beautiful pieces of artwork, this particular piece of art is 1/10 or 1/12 of a decoupage that we created. Represents over 300 of past Gallery Z exhibitions. I just want to share that with you, and it became part of an installation that we kept where we had to move from that location. And continuing on our May exhibit of 2021 in our new location is more artwork that we are showcasing of artists of Armenian ancestry. The show's theme is artists from around the world, Armenian artists around the world. Again, mother and child of Lara B, artist, an Armenian painter, originally from Lebanon, Beirut, Lebanon, and has settled back in Oakland, California, San Francisco area. And the late Mary Magurgichian, who lived in Rhode Island for many years, passed away about 16 years ago, and lived in Manhattan, then Long Island and Huntington area. And this particular painting depicts Manhattan. Of course, it's exaggerated, of course, the two World Trade Centers and the Empire State Building. And then continuing to the scene here, and we have various artists, again from Armenia, very typical scene, village scene, with sometimes a shepherd, sometimes a village woman with her chickens and the huts and the living conditions, various different artists. Then we can pan over to some of the artists' works. Again, Lara B. Baldasarian. This particular is a portrait of a woman with lots of gold leaf, a lot of mixed media. And you can pan lower to another piece, what the person's mind is thinking. It's a very interesting piece for me. It's within a cabinet. And then we're going to continue to the left of an artist that recently passed away, Zare Mutafian, who's a very established artist from Paris. He never made it to Armenia, and he always painted and depicted the Orthodox Armenian churches with the steeples and various very vibrant colors. Then we have a watercolor of an artist from San Francisco area, and Peter was his name. He painted a paper on recycled places from Kinko's, for example. And he would just flip the paper from the garbage can of the recycle and paint his models, his nude figures with watercolor, sometimes depicting what's from our imagination or actual models. And he calls himself Petros. And this artist, the model's name is Lisa. It's a watercolor and charcoal mixed. Another beautiful classic Armenian colors, paintings, original oils on board, village scenes, the huts, and again, very beautiful, very classic pieces. Down here we have some lithographs of Nakyan, Ruben Nakyan. He lived almost 100 years old. He was an artist from Stamford, Connecticut, and Manhattan, living many years, contemporary to Gorky, de Kooning, and a few other artists. He was a very eccentric man. I remember as a young boy, I used to climb his 5-meter bronze sculpture at the Metropolitan Museum of Art back in the 1970s. Over here we have a beautiful oil on canvas, an Armenian monk, a Mekhitarin monk. And then we pan over to the left here, artists from actually Massachusetts. Hagopian is the name. You can notice the last name giveaway, I-A-N or Y-A-N, is an Armenian last name, but this one is written Hagopian. There's a conflict between the K and the G. Usually it's Hagopian. It's H-A-G-O-B-I-A-N. This one is H-A-K-O-B-Y-A-N. A wonderful colors, definitely depicting vibrant Armenian flag colors of the red, blue, and orange. Definitely big symbolism and resemblance of the artist, the very established artist, Minas Avedisian. And then we pan over to the left, we have two beautiful watercolors and ink drawings and paintings by Robert Elibekian, one of 3 generations plus 1 painters. These are back from the early 2000 and this is 2006. This is pieces that he did when he lived in Yerevan, but will make frequent visits to Montmartre in Paris, where he and his son, panning over here to the left, Robert Elibekian's son is Arek Elibekian, would spend times in the fall, 2-3 weeks in Paris, then eventually go down to Aix-en-Provence in south of France. And Arek's paintings mostly depict village scenes, of city scenes, of café trottoirs, or a little cart selling things, or cafe scenes. It's beautiful, beautiful pieces. Down here we have some pieces of Harut Achaganyan. He is a graduate of the Terlemezian School, a living artist in Yerevan. He's 65 years old. These were done in 2014, 2015. And these were pieces that actually I bought from his hand in Yerevan on one of my 7 trips to Armenia. Then we have on the left only piece of Pakrat, very established artist from Armenia, also passed away. Very beautiful, vibrant colors. This one is actually very unique because it's a watercolor and acrylic painting on paper. Then finally we have this beautiful tree, symbolic tree of Arek Elibekian. And to pan over again the gallery, we're going to see the entire gallery space, and where we have lofts up top, and all the way around, and then we're going to go lower and you're going to see more of the establishing paintings. And right here in the middle we have a couple of more pieces of, again, Arek Elibekian, Robert's son. He's 50 years old. He's born in 1970, currently living in Montreal, Canada, born in Yerevan, Armenia. His late uncle Henrik, another artist, one of the family painters, passed away unfortunately in 2019, in October 2019. And we're going to come around this way and see a few more pieces on the pedestals. Beautiful artists work on cherry wood carvings. And then this is a painter by the name of Samuel Karakinyan. I had shown you last month some of his works. Very Flemish Dutch style painter. Man and His Dog is the title of this piece. And we're going to close up, wrap up this particular video with a study of the World Trade Centers of the late Mary McGurtichian. We sold a larger piece of this finished work. It's a very beautiful piece. So welcome back. Hope we visit us at the gallery in 100 Bellows Street in Warwick, Rhode Island on RSVP first. The gallery number is 401-751-1970 or 401-454-8844. Thank you.